thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say. And if that's how we feel, that's how we feel. And if you hurt, so what? Keep moving on. Respectfully. Welcome to the show.
Well.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Swayze called the doctor, and the doctor said,
"No more monkeys jumping on the bed."
Hey, what it do? What it do? Welcome back to Respectfully a Pod Show. I'm here. 83 Kicks. S. Dot is in the building. Swayze baby is in the mother effing building. You know what I mean?
What up, though?
Yeah, I mean, we here. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Another
S.
day.
Dot, you good? We here. We made it today. We made it. We made it all. I'm not feeling the best. S. Dot, I know you know what I'm saying? Craziness going on. But hey, we here. Swayze always got shit going on. But
Yep.
we here.
Yes, sir.
We here, y'all. If you're new here, you know, hopefully you like it enough to stay around and check us out and some of our other content. You know what I mean? We're on episode 40 something. We still on that. Close to 50. You got to be close to 50, but I think we on episode 40 something. You know, we'll have that information up there somewhere. You know what I mean? But shit, let's get right into it. Y'all. I got a clip I'm gonna share with y'all, man. So everybody's been talking about, you know, the young lady at the Chris Brown concert with her dude there. And you know, just want to see how y'all feel about that. So what was y'all thoughts on this? Da-da-da-ba-ba-ba. All right. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in motherfucking hell. So obviously this young lady, apparently, allegedly, Chris, is she's married and was at the show with Chris Brown, and he brought her up on stage. And you know, some people say, you know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for her to fulfill her celebrity crush and get a kiss. And it looked like a little bit more than just a kiss, even if it was a peck. Even if it was a peck, you know, I'll let y'all know about my thoughts, I guess, when it come around to me. But I think I still would have had an issue with a peck. But it was way more than a motherfucking just a celebrity kiss. You feel me? Husband sitting right there in the front row, just a watching.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, maybe a peck. I feel like I could survive that, you know? We could talk about it, but yeah, that's a little too much for me. Like, even like the picture you got right there, you know, just the whole, you know, that's just too passionate for me.
Facts.
Yeah, you know, if it was the other way around, you already know, like,
yeah,
like the only way we get back together is if I cheat on you and you cool with it.
He said,
Like,
we gotta get some good
you
back.
know, like that's.
But I don't know. I think women would take that. I mean, I get to tongue kiss Chris Brown, and you get to just kind of go smash whatever, some little chick that
Right.
get your rocks off. Go ahead. It's got to be like, it's got to be I gotta smash a name. You know, I gotta get some celebrity something.
Yeah, maybe go to like a, you know, where you meet like porn stars or something.
What?
I don't know.
No. Let me run this. Let me run this one more time.
What other celebrity, you think you could get a kiss like that from?
You got me fucked up. That's all I'm gonna say on
Yeah.
that. You got me all the way fucked up, yo.
Is that enough? Is that enough to divorce?
Yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm just listen. I'm that kind of. I'm territorial, bruh. Once you put you giving it to somebody else, you disrespect a marriage. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't want you, bruh. I won't be able to look at you the same. I can't look at that disrespect and just be like, but it was Chris Brown. I understand that, and there's some people that have relationships like that where they're open or they just, what I'm saying, they have a understanding. But most of the time, people already know that about each other. So, and maybe that's what they got. I don't know. I don't know these people. All I do know is that if that's not the case, they're bro. And now it's on the internet. Now I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So there's a couple
I
things
mean,
about this video. Like, all right, so she's holding his head. Number one,
yeah,
like she is like into this. That's number
that did
one.
it.
Number two, he actually pulled away as if she wasn't done yet. And then right before the video ends, it's like she's trying to whisper something like, "Do you want some?"
Fact. It was,
But
yeah.
yeah. But she's also responded. So she's responded to this video, and she's like, "I don't understand why my husband wants to leave me." So
Yeah,
That's the
fuck that.
problem. Yeah. And she obviously stuck her tongue out too. Like you were there for it, bruh. And I know this is a whole nother conversation, but it's just like, what does marriage mean to people nowadays? Obviously, I can't really speak too much on it. I've never been married, but I mean, just some of the things I see married people do, it's just like do a lot of married people just think that it's kind of like a thing? Like it's just like a trendy thing to do. Like when it really comes down to what your vows is and representing the both of y'all as a unit and honoring your wife and your husband, because I'm not trying to make it seem like this is just a woman thing, but in this particular case, this just so happens to be a woman. But you see shit all the time. You see niggas that get married and be texting they side bitch on the honeymoon. Like, I can't wait to get back. I miss you. Why'd you get
yeah,
married?
yeah, yeah. This has been. I mean, so if you was in the like, what should she have done? Should she have denied going on stage? Should she have like stopped him like once they got a little close? Should she have been like, "Hey, wait, wait," kind of like played it off, or should she not have been up there at all?
He shouldn't have been up there at all.
I don't know. That's a tough one for me. Cause I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm some prude ass nigga, even though I'm more on the traditional side, but I feel like she could have went up there and it could be cute and playful and have an experience, you know what I'm saying?
Like
But
Usher.
yeah, you know what I mean? But when it came down to, even if it was like him going in for a kiss, that's when she could have did like the little giggle and head turn and like
Yeah, yeah,
get the fuck out of there. You feel me? And that's that. But nah, you fully embraced this moment. Like you took it
yeah,
in.
for
Like
sure.
I wasn't even there. And what she do after that? Get off the stage and then come enjoy the rest of the show next to her husband? Bitch. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
I mean, we do remember that Janet Jackson pulled the dude up on the stage and tied him to that little board and shit, and she was
Right.
like all on his ass
Yeah.
and shit. I guess
Yeah.
one thing we don't know if that nigga was a husband to somebody.
And we don't know that.
But
And see?
kind of that same little vibe.
Yeah, it's a no for me. And
Yeah, it's a
I
no
don't
for
know.
me as
I don't
well.
know how long they've been
That
married.
right there was a no for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
not
no for
sure.
me.
Does any of y'all know how long they've been married
Nah.
prior to this?
Nah,
No.
I did look it up a few times. I looked up and found her response, but I didn't find that.
Mm. Alrighty. Well, yeah, it's a no for me. I don't know, ladies. Any female listeners or women listeners, let us know what you think down below in the comment section. Are we overreacting as men? Or do you think that what she did was maybe a little overboard, but not worth, the marriage? Or do you agree with us and feel like, yeah, it's a big fat no, and she need to be up out of here? So let us know down below, fellas as well. Would you taking her back? You finishing the rest of the show? You going back to the telly? You clapping cheeks that night after he done put his tongue down your bitch throat? I'm not. Well, uh, it's a no for me. Um, so that's what we got for that. Got this other clip. Jayden Ivey. So that was another hot topic this week. Jayden Ivey went viral for speaking out and giving his thoughts about, the NBA support of the LGBTQI plus community and just certain things that go on, I guess, and just his outlook as I believe he's a Christian man, right?
Yeah.
Just some of his thoughts, I guess, on what he felt about that. Let me get this clip pulled up here, and then I can just kind of share a little bit and see what y'all think about that. Bum, 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 bum. Turn it down a little bit.
And he not even surrendered, and y'all believe he's a Christian. Y'all believe he's a Christian because he wrote Philippians 4:13. Y'all think he's a Christian. But he cursing just like the world. Friendship with the world is enmity with God. He's friendship with the world. He don't know Jesus. And I pray he comes to the truth. That him and his family will be saved in Jesus' name. Because all that stuff is not going to matter on Judgment Day. All them rings he got. All them rings LeBron got. All them rings Michael Jordan got.
All right. So, I mean, he's got multiple different videos out there. And I'm sure if you're kind of aware of the situation, you've seen some in passing. But obviously, they are doing, I'm not saying they are, but, the playbook is in. He's starting to look crazy, of course, and that's what they want you to look like, even if you're right, I guess, in certain situations. His wife, I guess, wasn't necessarily standing by him. He got recently traded to the Chicago Bulls right before this, and then they let his ass go. Although he wasn't like necessarily hooping, because I'm sure if he was out here a bucket, like a super bucket getter, it wouldn't be, well, we're just gonna let him go. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he was injured.
But he's not terrible. He's definitely not a terrible player. You know what I'm saying? He's all right. So what do y'all think about that? Him basically saying, NBA is promoting pride. They have like this whole Pride Month thing, and he was basically saying, it's unrighteous. And he's not the first person I think I've seen that when they celebrate their religion or their Christianity, they kind of, ends up getting some kind of a backlash, I guess, when they really speak out. Do y'all kind of agree?
I think that when you start this Christianity faith walk and applying pressure in the world we live in now, it's not taken well.
Yeah, I agree.
Christians start applying pressure this way, I think you just got to be careful how you do it. I never was just not doing it, but I mean, what point was he really trying to get across sitting on a Delta plane? Like, what point was he really trying to get across? But I mean, again, I get it. I understand what he's saying, but I guess when you have these careers and you're in these places and you're on these pedestals, I think you got to be careful how you deliver the message. Not necessarily don't deliver the message, but how you deliver the message.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but you see other people say all kind of crazy shit and don't nothing happen. I mean, look, Draymond Green has been fucking doing all kind of crazy shit on the court to people that is basically not even basketball moves. And he's had a long career. Now I know that's still different than putting out a message, but if you still are trying to represent the NBA as a business, and these people are your representatives, if you're trying to put out a certain type of product, you would think that you would have a nigga that's like Draymond Green, and he wouldn't be involved for so long. You know what I mean? And again, I know that's a little bit different than voicing some kind of what some people would be considered like hate speech, but I really don't think he was given hate speech.
Yeah. I don't think it was giving hate speech either. I think it was just that Christian pressure,
Yeah,
and maybe
you said hate speech.
Yeah, I said I don't think it was, but some
Nah,
people will
I don't think
consider it
so.
that, especially you can't say nothing about LGBT, especially in you
No,
in the NBA. And so how do you feel about the NBA promoting stuff like Pride Month? Do
I
you think
mean,
that they actually give a fuck, or do you think that's just another market that they're just trying to tap into and just get as many eyes on their product as possible?
probably the second part. I don't think they like really like give a fuck. I don't think they give a fuck about much, but business making money. Um, but yeah, fuck that.
yeah, I like to say that I don't know if they really like. I don't think that they strategize promoting this for a reason. I think they strategize promoting it because, again, this is where we at. I mean, the supporting, not supporting that could be very detrimental to the NBA.
Facts.
I mean, you see the backlash come. The backlash could come from all over if they decided that they wasn't going to do this or do that. I don't
Yeah.
know if they really give a fuck. I would say no. My answer would be I don't think the NBA really gives a shit. I think it's just a part of it.
So do you obviously his religious beliefs and his profession are two different things, but if you do you have a problem with him fully being like in his walking in his faith, and if he's saying certain things aren't they're not they're not how they appear to be, or they're not how they should be, and he feels like for me to be true to myself and walk in this light of God, that this is what I'm supposed to do, is share this information. Do you think that, you know, there's a time and a place for everything, but with it being something like that, because I mean, you're talking about their faith, you know what I mean? So do you have to suppress that and kind of live a lie at work, or, you know, Shannon, how do you feel about that, I guess? What if you went to work? What if you went to work and when you left work and shit, you would just be like, "All right, well, I hope y'all have a blessed evening." You just said something like that. And then at some point they pulled you in the office and was like, "You're making people uncomfortable, as telling them to have a blessed evening." Like, how would that it's not a real fair comparison, but I'm just trying to on our
Oh
scale, I
yeah, I
guess.
think that's kind of I would consider that kind of fair when it comes to like comparing. But if that was to happen to me, I would be like, okay, all right, obviously this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is one of those doors that's about to close because I have used the word bless. But again, this is where we at. One time I said Merry Christmas to somebody, and they was like, please don't say that to me. I'm like, my bad. Another comparison, like this means anything, but I think it kind of. Anyway, there's this dude plays on this show that Tyler Perry has, Beauty in Black. He plays this role where he's pretending to be gay, but some video has surfaced that he's like he don't agree, and so now he might be getting put off the show. And so he's recently put out this video. Obviously, sounds like he is reading from his PR because he's like, "Please don't remove me from the show. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. I've been working with the community to try to fix this." So again, I think that backlash when you start talking shit about that community, they gonna get your ass. But far as
Yeah,
standing on your beliefs, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But you got to be prepared for what comes with it.
right. Yeah, you
So,
can't
Jesus
say.
stood on his beliefs and went up on the cross.
so as a real,
Gotta be
as a,
careful.
so if so, you don't think there's nothing wrong with him, or you do think there's something wrong with him speaking out about,
I
I guess,
mean,
the celebration of
I,
promotion
I,
of
I mean, I
homosexuality.
think, I think he just. I really feel like I don't know, man. Like, like Shannon said, like it's just how it is now, and I feel like he knew, like the outcome could go left if you say this. I feel like he just stood on business, you know what I mean? Like he is true to himself and he's not gonna fake it. And I mean,
Right.
at the end of the day, he stood for, what he believed in and he might not play in the NBA again, but at least he got his money, he got his 10 mil and he didn't lose everything. So, take that money and do something with it. Because
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna get picked up in the NBA. If he
So
does, it might.
you think his career is over? I saw something. I thought
I
it said he got
mean,
kicked out of Lakers, but I didn't know
I
how
feel
true.
nah, hell nah, hell nah, hell no. I feel like this is kind of like it's kind of like a Kaepernick. You know what I mean? Like Kaepernick can compete in the NFL. He can play football. Probably still could play right now. He could, but ain't nobody fucking with him, bro. And I feel like Ivy, especially now, if he had his comment about the community, maybe, but I feel like he took it too far when he started taking shots at, some of the greats, LeBron, Jordan, Curry. Like, I feel like that right there was like, yeah, you're cooked. But I could be wrong. I mean, me personally, I don't know his game. I know his name, but I don't know if he's like I don't know like how good he is on the court. I don't know if he's like a potential all-star, if he's just a role player, just so it really depends on that too, but shit, then again, I mean, you got people out there like Beasley, Malik Beasley, who played on Detroit last year. He's still a free agent, you know what I mean? And he gives buckets, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
you think a lot? Do you think there's a lot of players that actually agree with him, but obviously are just not going
Hell
to say
yeah.
anything?
I mean, I
For
mean,
sure.
just, I mean, just today, or I don't know if it was today, but I seen, um, Lamar Jackson and
Oh
he
yeah. His
go on the
hoodie.
training cap and his hoodie said, I love Jesus or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I
Yeah.
see a lot of people supporting him and I know
So
that's not like supporting him
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
but at the same time, like, you're still, you know, a little
So
bit.
do you think do people like to just interpret they want this certain interpretation of what I guess Christianity is or being religious is? Like they want you to keep it surface level. It's all right. Like if you're Mendoza and after every win you're like, I want to give glory to God, and and Tim Tebow is you just you
Yeah.
want to do that. But when you start getting into like I guess what some of the I guess the real word is, and what we shouldn't be doing, how we shouldn't be acting, and trying to hold people to that standard is where they're like, "Hey, yo, we ain't, cut that. You go. We don't want to hear all that shit."
Nah, I
What's
feel you.
what I missed the what's the question? I'm sorry.
So I was basically saying, because they don't have no problem. Like they'll prop up somebody like the Mendoza, the quarterback that was for what was it, Indiana and shit. And every
Yeah.
time they would win, or something in a big game, he would be like, "First off, I want to give glory to God, and He's so righteous." And they'll give this like their first thing they're doing is they're letting you know that God is a major part of their life, and they walk in their faith and all that, and that seems to be fine. So what I'm saying is like, do you think people are okay with the Disney version of the Bible and being
For
religious,
sure.
but they
For
don't
sure.
want to get the what's my man from the Patriot, Mel Gibson. They don't want the Mel Gibson version of Passions of the Christ. They don't want like whatever what you're not supposed to do, what you people calling it out. They just want you to be, as long as you go up there and say, praise God, give him he's my strength. But when you start living, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm kind of saying?
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
so I think that yeah, I think that you can only give so much. Once you start holding people accountable in anything, religion, work, regardless, that's where it gets tough. When you start holding people accountable to what you believe or what they should believe and the way they should be acting. I mean, it's just like they pan away at the end of the game when both teams come together to pray. They'll show it real quick, but they pan away from that real quick.
Right. Yeah.
They don't show you. They don't show that to us that the both teams get together and pray at the end of the game.
So that goes back to a question before, is it really, do you think it's just the NBA is worried about the values, or is it just the branding?
I think it's just the branding. My answer's still the same.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
it's
gonna
just the branding.
go with the branding.
Same. So I got one last question about this one, just to be clear, and I think we all kind of agree on this. If that was Steph or LeBron or Shea Gibbs, SGA, would he have been cut?
No,
Did the same thing.
I
no.
think it goes back to my story about dude from the show. I think that both of them would have folded and read their PR letter, apologized, and you'd have seen a little bit more of them doing just a tad bit of supporting the community.
Yeah, and
Whether they,
he's not apologizing either. I think he's like double down. So
yeah, I don't think they would have been cut, but I think that the NBA and whoever is on their team would have fixed it. We'd have caught them at some sort of press conference, some sort of video
Yeah.
of them apologizing to the community, and they would never do it again. We've seen that before, right? We've seen
Yeah.
people offend the community and come back and apologize.
I don't think LeBron would do that anyway, though. He's, he's buddies with Dwayne Wade, so I don't think he would
They
go out
were
there.
buddies. They were buddies. I don't know if they're still so close, but even if he did, next thing you know, maybe one of his sons, Bronny or Bryce or his daughter, one of them would have turned out. They have to get sacrificed and come out, swinging for the other team or something. Who knows? I don't know. But that's all I got on that, I guess. But since we're on swinging for the other team or playing for the other team, you know what I'm saying? There was another story. I don't have this. I tried to find like a clip, but it was all like other people reacting to it. But basically, thought it would be a cool conversation. There was a story of this dad, a straight guy, who basically was gay for pay just to basically support his kids. So just want to get y'all thoughts on that. Is that, when you say, "Hey, I'll do anything for my kids," Swayze, I'm pretty sure you said that before, right? Like, I'll do anything to make sure my kids is straight. Pause. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Would you do
I
that?
don't think I could do that. Nah.
Which is only just
I
gay
feel
for the
like
pay. You know,
nah.
once you go to work and you come home and boom, you back to, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like if it got that bad, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I could probably drive to Pittsburgh. I can try and get my shit together at Shannon's house. I'm
Oh,
sure I could drive to Ohio. I can get
I
my
thought
shit
you was
together at your house.
I
I didn't know
thought you
where
were
this was
saying
going.
You
I
know, I
thought he
feel
was
I
about to
like
be
didn't
like,
know where this was going.
yeah. I mean, I already started saying no. So you know, yeah. I feel like I would find a way to make it. I mean, I've been in some some hard times. Um, and yeah, I've never even like I couldn't do it. Sorry. I'd rather go dumpster dive. You know what I mean? Rather go to Kroger somewhere and dive in the dumpster and find some fresh fruit and shit before.
so even if I'm not super familiar with this dude's story, I told you I couldn't find it. I don't know if y'all
There
able to-
was there wasn't a video of him explaining like what he did. It was
and that's
like
why I couldn't find it. Do you remember what exactly was he saying? Was it
shit. Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
well fuck
But I
it. We're
mean,
gonna
you
let's just make
know,
up our
I
own
mean,
shit.
to sum it up, I mean, he was just doing some gay shit to survive, you know.
Was
But
he
he's
doing it
not
like
gay.
was he doing it on camera? Was he just
No,
doing it
I don't think he was doing it on camera. He,
so
you
he
know,
was
for
just like
example, he was probably sucking someone's dick or getting his dick sucked or
he was like a
fucking a dude
okay.
or I
He's
mean, he
like a
was
gay
doing some gay shit. You
he's
know
like
what
a
I
gay
mean? Like,
prostitute.
yeah, damn near.
And
Well,
why would you come out
but yeah.
publicly and tell everybody that?
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
See, that makes me
Yeah,
believe he gay. That make me believe he might be lightweight gay.
and I mean, like, you know, I don't know if my kids look at me the same, especially if my story out to the world, you know, on the internet. My kids gonna be 11 and 12, like, Daddy, that's how I got my bike, you know? Like, I don't know, bro.
So you
It's
got that
just,
PS5, my nigga.
right. Nah,
Mm.
that's a hard no for me. Yeah, I don't
I mean,
even,
what if we talking about like, maybe a couple of sessions is gonna set you up, put about 20 grand in your pocket. Just maybe a couple
nah,
of just a couple of little happy
I'm a
endings.
grind. I'm a grind like the pursuit of happiness, bro. I'd take my kids to a subway and hold that motherfucking door and let them sleep peacefully. Um,
Okay. What
nah,
about you, Shannon?
I'm not doing no gay
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it's a no for me. But I will say this, right? You never know. I always say I don't know when we typically have conversations like this. Typically, not this particular conversation, but like the Chris Brown. I don't know what I would do if I was front row. I don't know what I would do. I would have to be there. I think when people make these decisions, when someone is holding that money in front of them and they're giving them a couple of mil that's getting ready to change their life, and they like fuck it. I think that these people, that guy was like, all right, bet you about to change my life. But yeah, it's a no for me. I'm cool. You're not gonna
Nah,
pay me to. Not gonna pay me to do it. But I can see people out there making those decisions. Like, all right, 200,000 for an hour, 200,000 for you want me to shoot a video twice this week, and you gonna give me 200, 300,000?
so
I can see why people say yeah.
I
what
can
if like, what if they wanted you to take videos and pictures of yourself? Like, like send you like a dick pic or something. Or
Yeah, I
send you
mean,
like,
we
bro.
can extreme this conversation to the what ifs to the heavens, but
I
people are
mean,
still
listen,
thinking.
if a nigga is now Swayze, that's a very interesting question because we're gonna keep it 1,000 here. If a nigga's like, I'll give you $50,000 for a dick pic, bruh, it's on the way. enjoy it, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you can say what you want. I don't give a fuck. But
Hey,
nah,
it
the,
might,
they,
it
but
might, it might happen, bro. This
but
shit out to the
the,
world, so somebody might cross it and be like, they might hit your lineup.
and
Be
then
like, all
anything
right,
beyond that is definitely a fuck no. But you know, if it's just like some straight up gay for pay shit, nah, it's a no for
so,
me. I think the
so
closest thing that I've even said it before. If I really like got desperate, because bitches, bro, they can just get a goddamn camera and start a OnlyFans. Well, this used to be what they could do. You know what I'm saying? Start a OnlyFans and boom, they got a second fucking income, and
yeah,
they might have a decent little income. So I'm like, shit, I would do that. I would take some showers. You feel me? I'll put a GoPro in my fucking shower, and then obviously it's like, well, you can't control who looking at you, and people will be like, there may be some dudes looking at you. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing for them. I'm not doing it for them. But that's about the closest I'm gonna get is doing doing an OnlyFans or something, and some niggas is watching my content. But nah, it's a no for me, bro. It's a big fat no for me.
hey, for the ones out there, 50 grand gets you a dick pic.
50 grand to get you a dick pic. All right. Let me know. Hit the comments down below if you need the account and routing number. All right. I got you. So yeah, I don't know, but I would like to know why he decided to come out about that. That's kind of the weird part to me. If he wasn't
Yeah,
doing it
that,
online or getting already on video, what the fuck? Why would you need to get that off your chest to tell the world? I wouldn't.
yeah, that's some information I'm gonna keep to myself, take it to the grave.
I mean, he could have got blackmailed. He's like, I'll do that shit myself.
That's true. That's true. I'll
Yeah.
out myself. That's facts. Oh no. Well, shout out to him. Shout out to the gays, of course. Shout out to the straights. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to the religious. Shout out to the atheists, I guess. I don't know. Shout out to everybody. God loves you all. And by the way, Easter just passed, so happy Easter, everyone. Or whatever. If you don't celebrate, just shout out to another Sunday for you. Shit, man, we moving right along, guys. So Swayze, we had 5 rappers. Moving on. So we off that gay shit. We got 5 rappers. One gotta go. Who was the 5?
It was Biggie, Pop, Wayne, Eminem, and Jay-Z.
Biggie, Pop, Wayne, Eminem, Jay-Z. One gotta go.
I already know you taking off Eminem. But for me, I'm gonna go with Jay-Z. It's a tough one, but yeah, I feel like Wayne is automatic. Eminem to me is like automatic for me. And Tupac, like, he's got a couple songs that are like therapy to me, and I can't get rid of them. Like Better Days, like that's a song that like that's one of my favorite songs. Biggie, Sky's the Limit, like those are songs that I can't erase. So yeah, Jay-Z for me, like he would have to go. I fuck with Jay-Z though. He's got a lot of songs that I like, but nothing like, I don't know. Like everybody else, I just fuck with harder. Especially Wayne, when I was in high school, the Marshall Mathers LP, like that was my shit. I probably listen to that more than I listen to, a Jay-Z album. So.
Well, you're wrong on mine. Mine would be Biggie. At first, I was like, this kind of it was either going to be a toss up between Jay-Z and Biggie. And I know Jay-Z done stole so many of Biggie's lyrics. But, I mean, Biggie he's no disrespect, but I'm I got more attachment probably to more Jay-Z songs. I'm not the hugest Jay-Z fan, but you know, Biggie's cool. You know, he's obviously a legend. He had his his run, but I mean, I personally I would have thought I don't even put Biggie above like DMX. Like I think
Yeah, nah,
Biggie's a little bit too high up on the list for me when it comes to this rap shit. Not saying that he could not rap. I'm just saying he wasn't able to do enough for me. So
nah.
for
I
me
mean, I agree,
it would have to be
but
Biggie. I'm taking Biggie off.
Biggie got a couple songs that I just fuck with pretty heavy. So, and when it comes to Jay-Z, like, I mean, there's a couple songs, but I don't know. Never really been like a big Jay-Z fan. I fuck with him though, but
What about you,
my
Shannon?
favorite artist.
Well, you know, this question is out of my genre, but I guess if I had to choose someone, it would be Eminem. Just because I probably, if I was going to listen, or when I do listen, there are some that I do listen to. I kind of can relate to the rest of them. I don't necessarily relate to Eminem.
You don't relate to Eminem. Okay, that's fair, and I can see that. I can see that. Especially they weren't playing too much of his like, you know, the real shit, not silly shit on the radio at first early too. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It
right.
was just the silly shit, and you had to really, you know, be into the albums to really get to, you know what I'm saying, get the full effect of what M was bringing to the table. So yeah, shout out to all of those people though. No disrespect to anybody that was taken off of this list. This is just we got to take one off. You know, it's just a little game. So somebody has to fucking go. So obviously it's going to be somebody out there that's listening, somebody's favorite, and you know, no disrespect. So, shit. Swayze, you got bars?
Yeah, I guess. Let me see. This one's easy. Um, I was listening to this song earlier today, actually. Uh, when you reel and you spit, people are feeling your shit. This is your moment, and every single minute you spend trying to hold on to it because you may never get it again.
That's my bar.
Shit.
We all know who that is.
Who's that?
Eminem.
Eminem. Okay. All right. All right. Shannon, you got a bar?
Hell no.
I do not.
They do not have a bar. Ooh, I need to. Okay, so I got a bar. I was just trying to pick which one I wanted to go with, but um, fuck it, you know. Uh, I don't know sorry if I already did this one or somebody already did this one, but who the fuck is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? Crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eyes. See who's this paging me and why. It's my nigga Pop from the barbershop. Told me he was in a gambling spot and heard the intricate plot.
Word for word, bar for
I'll stop
bar.
there. I'm going too far. I think I actually skipped a line too, but yeah, y'all know who that is, right?
Yeah, the one you
Yeah.
took off.
The one I took off. Yeah, that's Biggie. So, shout out to M. Shout out to Biggie. They got a song. They got a song together. You could have did that Eminem bar from that song. The 7 different something to something. The horses' heads and something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that song went hard.
you're dead wrong. That's what it's called, right? Dead wrong.
Yeah. Damn, I ain't heard that song in a minute.
All right,
Hey,
go
I
ahead.
see we just a little flashback from a previous pod. Um, we were talking about, you know, different kids from different areas and shit like that. You know, I got the football kids, the urban kids, and then you got the little white kids and shit. Um, I take it back what I said before. Um, yeah, these white kids, bro, they pretty bad, bro. I was
Yeah.
thinking about the pod we had and my answer to, whatever we were talking about. But yeah, after this weekend and the shit that I experienced, yeah, the motherfuckers is wild, bro. I think they definitely
Well, in 2 minutes or less, tell us what happened. I need to
um
find a looking for love anyway.
I mean just little shit. They're respectful, but I mean it's like yeah, these I felt like my house, like the garage, we got like 12 packs in the garage and the
Mhm.
fridge, the pantry full of snacks and, food and shit. And from Thursday, 7:30 p.m. when all 8 of them were here, up until about 2 o'clock, bro, like it felt like my FanDuel account just draining me. And yeah, like everything, bro. These motherfuckers came in here and just everything. I mean, there was nothing but milk and water for me at like 2 in the morning, bro. I was so mad. Like this shit was crazy.
See,
Um,
Swayze, that's right there where
it,
you got to put your foot down. You know what I
bro. I mean,
mean?
I was upstairs chilling, bro. That's what I'm saying. It happened so fast. Like we went out
Yeah.
and ordered pizza, came back, like shit was crazy, bro. They broke a chair downstairs. It was like the
Oh,
chair broke, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it just broke. I'm like, all right, yeah, they
yeah.
wild though, bro. I was thinking about our pod from back in the day, and when I looked at the pantry and seeing there was not a single bag of chips, the Oreos was gone. I mean, the donut sticks were gone, the honey buns were gone, um, the Slim Jims were gone. I just laughed because I was like, yeah, I was dead wrong. Like they got the football squad beat.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
didn't I didn't nah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a
Yeah, that's
conversation one with my kids. I'm gonna let them know that shit. We ain't doing that shit no more. And your kids, your friends, is your fucking responsibility. If I'm not around, you know what the fuck is up. And this is what I don't care if y'all get a snack or two here like that, but it ain't no fucking free for all just because you having a sleepover.
because
One,
one,
next
you
time I
can't
see
do
them
that.
friends, I don't give a fuck if you can do that at their house, at their friend's house.
No, I mean
You don't
you
can't do
can't
that shit here.
I know my kids, man. My kid be at his friend's house. Dad, can you DoorDash me something? Like, bro, like they ain't feed you, but not
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. And then the next time these little friends come over too, we're gonna have a little huddle, a little powwow. Hey, what's up, guys? It's gonna be cool and chill, but it's like, hey, you guys, we not doing that. We're not doing that shit. So, a little snack here or there. You can get a midnight snack, whatever. Or that's some shit where you just buy like a couple of bags of chips and put it out for them and like,
Right.
this is for y'all. Y'all eat the shit, it's gone. This little 6-pack of Gatorades, this is y'all's. You drink it, it's gone. Water the rest of the night. But nah, y'all just going getting all up in my shits. That's not what's
Yeah.
happening. And you can do it respectfully, but and that's how motherfuckers learn. They come to your house and they gonna be like, oh yeah, I enjoy being at his
Yeah.
house. We ain't doing that shit. You know? So
Yeah.
you gotta lay down that law, bro. So I was able to find one. Hopefully I haven't read this one because I'm trying to delete them out my phone when I read them. That way we don't have doubles. But if it is, I apologize. But today we got Rochelle. She's 33. Rochelle is from Detroit, Michigan. Y'all let me know if this one sounds familiar. And if it is, fuck it. We just won't have a looking for love this time. But Rochelle, 33, Detroit, Michigan. She's 5'8". Hi, I'm Rochelle. Overly freaked out. Niggas, please don't match with me. Ew. That was all caps. A little about me. I'm 33. I have 2 children, and I'm obviously single. I know why I'm single at this point. In quotes, I'm a bitch for real, for real. I'm a lot to handle, but hey, I'm not asking you to stick around. You either fuck with me or you don't. It's that simple. Here for a good time and a long time. Tongue out emoji. now that that's out of the way, hey, if you are a black man who date and procreate outside of your race, swipe left because ew, stay with Becky. That's Rochelle, 33. I mean, she didn't tell us anything fucking good about herself besides the fact that she's just trying to get fucked. So, and that she said that in the most nice way. That's about the only thing that she said about herself is that she was there to get banged.
And she's here for a long time.
She's there for a good time and a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and she knows why she's singles because she's a bitch.
Yeah. See it.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck, Rochelle. You're 33 with 2 kids, and you go ahead and keep being a bitch. You're going to end up with 5 and still out here just getting fucked. But, you know, to each their own. To each their own. That's all I got, guys. Y'all got any other advice for Rochelle, or we just make quick work of her? You know.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Good luck, baby, from respectfully a pod show. You know. So again, y'all, she's 33. She's in Detroit. If you're in that area, look her up. Look her up. And shit, that's all we got tonight, man. You know, that's all we got tonight, guys. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. It's been real. If you're still here with us, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content today. You know, we're gonna continue to keep trying to improve and get better, and you know, just have these interesting conversations. So if you got any particular conversations you'd like to hear us discuss, drop a comment down below. It really helps out us on the algorithm, especially when you like. So if you do rock with us and you want other people to rock with us, you got to show support. But for those that do, we appreciate you. And even if you just view, we still appreciate you. Hopefully one day you get that clicker working and drop a like. S. Swayze, I appreciate y'all time. I love y'all. And until next time, boys, we out this bitch.
So
All right.